Hey, what's up guys? Jesse Norris here, and today we're going to go over Q&A number 3. It's 3, right? So I'm going to look back over old questions in Q&A number 2 because I asked you guys to post and upvote any questions you had there. So, first off, here's question number 1. Hey Jesse, I was wondering if you supplement with creatine. If so, do you recommend it? Yes, I do supplement creatine. I take either CNO4 or something. It's by Cellucor. That's a creatine. Otherwise, I do Animal Pump, and that one has creatine and nitric oxide boosters for blood flow, etc. Anyways, creatine is broken down into ATP, and the only reason why I know that is because I did a long speech about it in class years ago. So I actually did some research on creatine years back. So anyways, creatine, I recommend it for women, girls, whoever, anyone that does any kind of activity as far as working out or sports. That's what I recommend because it breaks down into basically cellular energy. It's called ATP. So this is my understanding. If you guys want to do your own research, do it. But so it breaks down into cellular energy that is used by your body, and the more you supplement creatine, the more of that ATP is loaded into your blood cells. Or, yeah, blood cells, I think I explained that correctly. So the more short-term energy you'll have, and the faster your body is going to be able to recover. So that's what I recommend for creatine. I get a lot of questions on where'd you get this shirt. It's like a Slinger. It's called Slinger. It's got a 45. It's like a baseball tee. Anyways, I'm pretty sure you guys can go to howmuchyoubench.net, and I'm pretty sure they have it for sale. I have not looked, but go check out the site. I know I got this shirt from Mark, so I would assume they have it on their site. How many... Alright, so my buddy posted this question. How many proteins do you eat daily? At least 300 grams of protein a day. I try to do 2 times my body weight in grams of protein, but it's very hard to do that. I wake up and hit about 30 or 40 grams of protein in a protein shake, and I have 3 or 4 meals that have 30 to 40 grams. So about 6 times a day I'm doing 40 grams of protein, if not more. So 6 times 4, what is that? That's it's only 24. So I better pick up on that. I'm sure I have other things, snacks throughout the day. I snack on jerky. And then the only thing that I do extra to get that 300 grams is the casein shake at night before bed. So that would be 300 plus. Obviously it's hard to hit that much protein a day, but it's doable. So just eat a lot of protein, as much as possible. Alright. Now, should do a full day of eating video. Okay. Well, I will try to do that this week. I'll just take my camera with me to work or something, and video morning what I do, and then each meal throughout the day. I'll video that for you guys so you get a better idea of what I eat and how much and how many times and all that stuff. How often do you find yourself hitting plateaus? Well, as far as I am, as far as strength goes at my body weight, it's very hard to add in much extra weight or volume. Mostly weight onto my max. I only expect 5 to 10 pound increases within 3 to 4 months, you know, so it's not much. So I am at a plateau, but in the past, if I've experienced plateaus, it's just, it's adding in accessory movements, or you know, adding volume, or changing the weights up, changing the rep schemes up. As long as you're changing up what you're doing on an exercise, as long as you don't do the same exact exercise every single week or 2 days a week or whatever you're doing, just to add in an extra exercise, it's going to change things up. It's going to throw your body off. Your body adapts to everything you're doing, so as long as you keep changing things up, it won't allow it to plateau and adapt to what you're doing. Someone asked me about my belt. It's a very old leather belt. I was told it was an Inzer, but again, it's like 40 years old. I got it. My coach passed it down to me. I believe it's an old Inzer belt, but it's hard to say. Very old leather belt. It's 13 millimeters thick, so it's within all USAPL specifications. I don't know if they're going to accept it at IPF Worlds or not. And if they don't, that's BS. So I will have to find that one out, just because they try to, get the equipment from their sponsors, people that have paid money just to have their stuff approved in the IPF. They want their athletes to use those people's gear. So if you don't have equipment that is sponsored or approved in the IPF, you probably can't use it. So although it's an Inzer belt, it's very old, and you can't really tell that it would be an Inzer belt. Why do you bench and dead squat in the same day? And do you alternate what goes first? Basically, every day I do both upper and lower body exercises just because I've gotten used to that kind of workload. Do you alternate what goes first? Sometimes. Usually I bench first just because it's less fatiguing on my entire body. So I get that out of the way, and then I do my deadlifts or squats just because that part of my workout is just so much more fatigue for me. So if I was to deadlift or squat first, I'm just drained, and then I don't want to bench. I don't want to finish the workout after that. I want to bench because it's easy, gets it out of the way, and then I can move on to my next exercise. So you can definitely alternate it. I do sometimes, but it's just easier for me if I bench first. Do you ever switch to sumo stance? No, I don't. Do you ever switch to high bar squat as an accessory? No, but I do front squats as an accessory. Reason why I don't do sumo is just, it's great for powerlifting, but one way I look at that is it's not really a functional movement. I don't want to say it's cheating in powerlifting because it's totally fine. It's just not how I prefer to lift. I'm not used to, I'm not comfortable doing it. Puts a ton more pressure on your hip, and just no thank you. I'd rather keep it conventional. Seems like it's a more functional exercise, and it goes hand in hand with my squats. I squat pretty narrow. I'm a low bar squatter, so those conventional deadlifts and low bar squats go hand in hand, and they help each other, basically, is my mentality behind it. So, and you're welcome to leave your opinion on that. That's fine. I could be totally wrong and sound like an idiot, but that's what my mind works its way around. It makes sense to me. So the bar keeps hitting my knees when I deadlift. I've tried rounding over a little to avoid, but my lower back gets irritated when I do. Should I switch my stance completely, like into sumo? Let me think about this. You could switch your stance. However, it sounds like you're not sitting far enough back onto your heels. It sounds like you're on your toes, so your knees are coming forward, your chest is over the bar. You should be able to sit back into your heels, your hips being back, and yeah, your knees are gonna barely come over the bar, but as you proceed up, your knees are gonna just get themselves out of the way as you're in the concentric motion of the lift. Your knees will start to lock out, and they'll be out of the way. So totally up to you. I would suggest looking at your form. You're probably on your toes a lot more than you should be, so sit back more into it, and then If that don't work for you, definitely welcome to try sumo. You're interested to see stretching and rolling videos. I'm pretty sure I did one. Do you think front squats are important? Yes, for me they are very important. As a low bar squatter, my chest is very forward. So working with front squats, it forces me to develop a much stronger mid-back. It forces me to emphasize on keeping my chest up and sit back into the squat on my heels. So basically, taking a low bar squat and front bar squat, or front squat, they go hand in hand, because obviously low bar, you know, you're falling forward, and front squats works that mid-back strength that you're going to need to complete the lift. Not saying that you can't just low bar squat, but it definitely helps to throw in that movement as more of a supplementary exercise to the low bar squat. So, what's your day job? I work at bodybuilding.com. I am a recovery specialist. Okay, so I competed in the SPF now 2 weeks ago. It was last weekend, sorry. Will I still be able to compete in IPF? Yes, I made sure I've double checked, triple checked. The rule of the IPF states that you can go out and do outside competitions, but they can't be any kind of qualifier, they can't be an international meet, and there can't be other banned lifters there. So, the SPF meet I did is not international, that was just a local show. It does not qualify me for any other shows, and there was no other band members from the USAPL or IPF, so I am in the clear. I've checked with the world's coach from the USAPL, and I've double and triple checked on my own. So we should be good there. If I'm not good, I will be finding out very soon. I'll let y'all know, and if that happens, there's some kind of further problem within the USAPL. Anyways, I'll throw up a playlist in my description so you guys can check out the playlist and figure that one out. Often do I listen to Trivium. I like all sorts of music. I've been listening to a lot of the Hustle Standard lately just because they're not even close to being recognized as much as they should be. I love their music. Alright guys, so a lot of your other questions are regarding nutrition and stretching and how to prevent injuries, and it's really hard for me to answer that. It's, you know, injuries are case by case, person to person, and my answer for those are all going to be stretch, roll out, listen to your body, and rest when you need to. It's, you know, all the other things like nutrition and, you know, being hydrated also play a role, but really you need to just listen to your body and take care of yourself. As far as nutrition goes, again, I'm going to do a nutrition video on basically how I eat throughout the day so you guys can see that. But all in all, I think that was a good video. I answered quite a few questions for you. I'm going to keep doing these, so keep the questions rolling, and we will keep pumping out content. My next video I'll try to do tomorrow, I'll do nutrition, and then I will also be deadlifting and benching, so I'll try to get both videos in there for you. So if you guys like the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you guys tomorrow. And I'm sorry my upload time is off. I always edit these videos at nighttime and they always post the next day. So it's kind of a little bit of that for you. So we will see you guys next time.